Well, guys, here we are. The long-awaited reviews for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania are here. And when we found out that the embargo would lift just hours before the first screening started to happen around the planet, there was some cause for concern because Marvel has been doing this with pretty much everything since around Avengers: Infinity War. And now the verdict is slowly coming in. So I looked at across a variety of reviews to gain sort of a clear image of what the consensus is. And well, let's talk about the good, the bad, and the boring. So as most of you know, I never point out the specific reviewer or the outlet when I do these. I hate that people get so upset with someone's opinion that they actively go after them and become toxic. And many of the times, you guys know exactly which reviews I'm talking about when I talk about the big outlets, so I don't even need to state it. And then most of you understand some of the middle-of-the-road outlets that aren't as big as your Variety and Deadline that I look at. And many of the times, when I talk about the reception, a lot of people can make a connection in regards to, hey, I think I know who might have said this, and then they go and check and go, oh, I was right, it was X from this, because it sounded like something that reviewer would say. So with that in mind, I looked at some 15 plus reviews, and the consensus is positive. I'm not saying it's all over the place, it's like revolutionary, it's the biggest thing ever. Like, I saw a couple reviews that say, oh, it's unexpected. Well, unexpected can be good and bad. But the unexpected turned into, I unexpectedly loved it more than I thought I would, or it's unexpected because I didn't like it as much. I saw a lot of amazing, praising the visuals and the story and the heart in it. I saw 2 reviews saying it might be one of MCU's best. I also saw some people saying that if you wanted for something that's endgame levels, that has huge implications on everything coming, this is also it. So again, you gotta take it with a grain of salt as always, because it's just people's opinions. What I did see is that there was a couple reviews that were not feeling it. One specifically called it bloated, called it boring, said it wasn't worth watching. This person also, their initial reception was, it's nothing more, don't worry about it, you don't even need to watch it, just watch Loki. Again, who's to say that they're right? Who's to say that they're wrong? We'll find out for ourselves. But I'm getting a somewhat more positive mixed opinion. I'm not saying I'm getting like a 90 or something like that, but I'm seeing this somewhere in that 70-80 range, maybe just by looking at it. And again, some of these reviewers don't like slap a score on or a letter grade, and that's going to be down to Rotten Tomatoes and whatever they submitted. But it seems like that the film is generally liked well enough across the board, if that makes sense, but also that there is some concerns. One thing I did see get brought up is some of the visuals, they say fall a little flat, which, yeah, there was some visuals in the trailer, in the first trailer, that people were like, it's gonna get better. And then the final trailer came out, it never got better. It reminds me of almost like the new shots from the Flash trailer, where like the scene with Keaton's Batman and the Soldier and Supergirl, it looks like CW claymation. There's still some of that in Ant-Man as well. So again, we'll talk more about the Rotten Tomatoes when it hits, but I'm guessing it's going to be a mixed reception.